Hello everyone, Motivate Mike here. I'm going to pull another motivational and positive thinking message out of my famous Motivate Mike cup at random, unknown to me. And this one says, you should always face what you're afraid of. I saw that in the movie Jumanji. I heard him say that in the movie. I was quoting an actor. You should always face what you're afraid of. I talked about that in my very last video that I did, but you should always face what you're afraid of. And that sounds so easy to read off a piece of paper, right? Always face what you're afraid of. Is it, I always use the example, your boss, confronting your boss for a raise, or how you were mistreated, or whatever the case may be. But face what you're afraid of. You know, is it changing your life? Are you afraid to change your life? You're afraid to look for a new job because you're not comfortable, you know, with the application process, or you're afraid to get up on stage and sing that song or do that stand-up comedy act, or are you afraid to just pursue anything different than what you have going for you now? Are you comfortable? Are you settling? Are you settling for really less than you can be? You know, that's, you should always face what you're afraid of. Imagine it, I mean, think about it. Is that why you're really not doing all these lists of things that you like to do with your life, or like to pursue, or like to look into? Are you afraid of change? Is that really, and I thought of that one time. I heard the saying, are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of being successful? And I thought to myself, how could you be afraid of success? But think about it for a little while. I mean, what would happen? What would you have to do? How would your life change and all these things? It would change, you know, if you're in a rut and not doing much with your life right now because of whatever circumstances you may have. Think about that. You know, what would success mean to you? What would you like to be successful in? What would you do if you know you wouldn't fail? Think of that. I've talked about that before. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? But you should always face what you're afraid of. Give it a shot. You know, just you can't. You'll never know. You're going to regret what you didn't do. You know, don't end up regretting a year or two or three down the road. Have you already taken a year or two or three not to pursue the first step? You know, I always talk about take that first step. The second step will develop itself on its own. You have these lists of things. Okay, today I'm going to do this, this, and this towards my goal. You do that first step, and there's a good chance the second step you have down on your list is going to end up being the third, fourth, or fifth, because the second step after the first step is going to present itself automatically, and that's where you're going to start gaining momentum, by the first step. That's all you got to do. Get out there and just get started. Good things will happen to you. Click on the next clip and email me at motivatemike@yahoo.com, and I'll send you out a message that relates to a situation or problem you might be having. Be glad to put it on video for you. Click on the next clip, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.